So what if a super exciting AI technology shows up and it's so exciting that, you forget to actually have discipline in how you drive your AI strategy? In this episode of AI Insights with John Roese, I want to talk about that pattern that's happening right now. Specifically, I want to talk about a technology called OpenClaw that many of you have probably seen. It's a very interesting open source project that basically created a framework that allows for a very easy path to deploy personal agents on your devices, give them almost unfettered access to your communication tools, your data. And we're not going to go deep into OpenClaw. We may do that in another discussion, but this technology emerged just very recently, and it has caused excitement up and down the industry. I am also excited about the idea of personal agents and the ability to move faster with them. I think that's a very good thing to have that option as we move forward. However, just because that technology exists does not mean that it makes any sense to shift your strategy away from trying to figure out how you're going to actually impact your business, having discipline about what processes you go after, being able to do this in a way that doesn't compromise the business integrity. The unfortunate thing, but also exciting thing about the AI industry is that these new tools show up periodically. This is not going to be the last tool that shows up that is surprising, allows us to do really cool things, is exciting. But we have to resist to some extent the temptation to just lean into the technology again and forget all the lessons that we've learned over the last couple of years, which is if you do not know why you are doing AI in the first place, if it does not correlate to a material impact on your business, then just doing technical work will likely just end up with a series of endless experiments and no real competitive advantage. And so that principle that we've talked about for now going on well over a year of your business first approach to AI is really about trying to define the problem you are solving and the outcome you're trying to achieve before you go and randomly apply technology to it still holds, even in the presence of something like OpenClaw. By the way, here's a great way to think about this. This is a technology that just provides a capability. It allows you to, in a very easy way, deploy personal agents. Great. That technology exists. There are some complexities to it around security. It definitely creates some new risk profiles. The surface area of the threats on it is quite large. All of that is true. Much of that will change and improve over time, but it is just a technology. Just simply saying that you are going to use that technology in a vacuum without continuing that statement for a particular outcome to impact the business in a material way is actually going back to the chaos that we had several years ago and continues to plague our industry of people being stuck in endless experiments versus lasting competitive advantage. It doesn't mean you shouldn't explore and understand these technologies. If that technology is the best tool to solve a business problem in a way that does not put your business at jeopardy and create significant ROI, then you should absolutely explore using that technology. But remember, the order of operations to do AI correctly in an enterprise starts with the business focus, why we are doing this in the first place, what problem we are trying to solve for, what we're trying to improve, what metrics are going to change. And if those are all true and a new interesting technology shows up that can allow us to do it faster, like agents were about a year ago, and now personal agents, and by the way, a month from now, 2 months from now, 6 months from now, something even more exciting than OpenClaw will show up. But the key is to correlate these new technologies as just simply tools that if you don't know what you're trying to use them for, ultimately you just create chaos and you really never get into production and impact your business. So again, welcome to the latest tool, OpenClaw. We will make it better. We'll make it more secure. We will have personal agents. Those are all probably true over the next year. But that doesn't matter if we don't know what to do with it. It doesn't matter if it doesn't make our businesses better. And so this is just a careful reminder. You will hear me say this over and over again. The business first focus of an AI strategy in an enterprise is critical. The technology comes second. The good news is the technology is getting better and we're having more and more options around that technology. And quite frankly, they will probably allow us to achieve those objectives faster. But it starts with the objectives, not with the technology in a properly structured AI strategy.